Next, we're going to describe some transformations of the parent function, f of x equals absolute value of x. Remember, f of x is just a fancy way to write y, and all this notation is just a fancy way to talk about functions. So k of x, notice how it's different than f of x because we have a transformation here. So when we add k to our function, we saw this previously. I'll flip back to our previous page. When we added a negative one, we moved down. So if we are going to add k, we will move or translate our parent function up or down k values. So depending on if that k is negative or positive. If we have a minus h inside, we will translate our parent function left or right h values. So I'm going to write in here just a little bit more specific. If we have x minus h, that would be moving it. Actually, let's do it the other way. Let's say x plus h would move it left. That'll give us a better idea. X plus h moves it left. And if we had absolute value of x minus h, that would move it right. So what does that h and k represent? The h and k represents your vertex, or your maximum or minimum point of your graph, depending on if your graph is opening up or down. When we have a negative out front, we talked about this previously, this is a reflection over the x-axis. And if we have a negative on the inside, it is a reflection over the y-axis. Now, without your graphing calculator, I want you to turn to the next page and try to graph these next functions without the graphing calculator, and then come back and check your work. I'll go ahead and put them on here. So press pause and try them. All right, hope you had a chance to try them. The negative 3 should move it to the right 3 units. So our vertex now moves 1, 2, 3 units to the right. And we know our absolute value is a V shape, so it should look like this. Now the plus 2 here, the plus 2 will move it to the left 2 units. But the minus 4 here is going to move it down 4 units. So I start at 0, 0, and I move left 2 units and down 1, 2, 3, 4 units and graph my absolute value. All right, we have 2 more, or just 1 more. So I'll start here with the inside, and that moves it right 1 unit. And then the plus 3 will move it up 3 units. And our last move is this negative out front, which reflects it over the x-axis. So it might make it easier for us to think about what the reflection over the x-axis looks like first, and then make our transformations. So once I reflect, then I can move right 1 unit and up 1, 2, 3. And there we are.